So my name's Caroline Mcguinness Brooks and I am a dairy woman. I lived in Brighton for a good many years, moved back to Derry then in December 2020 after lockdown, me and my husband and my son. And shortly after that I applied for a wee job with local charity Zero Waste Northwest to set up a nappy library. So that's where my sort of career change, if you like, from working in a very corporate world over in Brighton to being right in the thick of the community here in Derry all started. I set up and founded Repair Cafe Foyle. We were incubated under the charity I just mentioned, Zero Waste Northwest. And then shortly after that, we had ambitions and dreams to set up the tool library. And eventually became our own individual entity, Repair and Share Foyle. You know, taking over a workshop, we were searching for best part of a year and a half and just kept coming up against, you know, it's too much money, or, you know, there's a perfect space lying empty, but a property developer doesn't want to offer it up. And eventually we did secure funding from the National Lottery, and we secured a perfect premises, which is now home to the Repair Cafe, yes, which still goes out and about, but it's home to the Library of Things and a workshop. So the day and moment that we launched that, and we had the Mayor of Derry come, and, you know, my son and my family and all the volunteers, families and my old colleagues from Zero Waste Northwest and Northern Ireland Resources Network were all there, and it was just a really proud moment to stand up and say, we've done it, we've found a home. We're always talking about economic growth, but there's a way that we can grow as an economy, but for it to be in a more sustainable way. So I think as a whole in Northern Ireland, we need to be focused on green job creation and apprenticeships as well, especially for social enterprises who are, you know, we might not have social media guru on site and you're juggling everything. Apprenticeships to share the skills, not just the practical skills, but, you know, the other skills that are needed too, and the comms and the marketing, and yeah, we have to start thinking big. The Artitude project is a collaboration between Northern Ireland Resources Network, Derry and Strabane Council, Queen's University Belfast, Zero Waste Northwest, and the Playhouse as the leading partner. We hosted conversation cafes at our repair cafes, which is really, you know, just, it happens naturally at a repair cafe. People come in and they want to talk about this object that needs fixed, be it might have a sentimental value, but the conversation cafes led by Paula and the team at Artitude help to capture those stories, and there's some cracker stories to be told, you know, about somebody's, you know, a doll that they might have had as a child, or even something as, you know, like a lamp, you know, that might have belonged to someone's mother. You know, these things carry stories. It's all in the storytelling, and that's how we connect. I think as human beings, we're so disconnected now by the speed of, you know, being able to click a button and buy online. And, you know, I'll not name some of the bigger companies who are the bigger brands who they almost create like a game where you get rewarded for spending more. So the arts help us to slow down and reflect and evaluate, but in a creative way to celebrate, I think, to celebrate reuse and repair.